Well, here's a question. When was the last time you checked out your license plates? You want to check them out because they may be peeling. Several of our viewers have called the Your Stories line to say it's happening to them, and here's the thing.
Now, all of the plates in question are the blue and white style and start with the letter E. People want to know, is there a defect? And if so, why do they have to pay for it? News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky digs deeper in this one of Your Stories.
Several viewers have been calling and emailing us, telling us the paint on their license plate is chipping off. If you look right here, I can actually peel the top layer right over the number. And this license plate isn't the worst we've seen. Jason Toriano took this picture. He said his plate peeled so badly that from far away the numbers were unreadable. That's when he called the DMV.
Originally they told me that they had seen a lot of these issues and that I should bring the plate in and that they could provide a replacement for no cost.
But when he brought the plates in, the DMV told him their policies had changed.
I'd have to pay a $28.75 replacement fee to have what I viewed to be substandard plates that New York State provided for me replaced on my car.
Toriano didn't want to risk getting a ticket, so he paid the fee. An auto parts salesman in Cicero says Toriano's story doesn't surprise him. In fact, he's seen more than 100 plates with the same problem.
DMV should be issuing some kind of recall for them. There's a clear issue, and it's definitely a widespread concern that should be taken care of.
But the DMV doesn't seem to think there's a problem. Here's what a spokesperson told us. There is no data to indicate that plates beginning with the letter E wear out any faster than any other plate. They say these blue and white plates aren't defective, they're just old. They were issued in 2001 and like everything else, they wear out. That's why the DMV began issuing these gold plates in 2010.
Well, last night here we told you about peeling license plates. Several viewers had called the Your Stories line telling us the paint on their license plates is chipping off. I checked my plates last night and found they're also peeling.
Really?
Yes.
Well, they're okay. Well, all the plates here in question are the blue and white style, and all of the ones that are peeling seem to start with the letter E. Well, after we showed you the story, we got lots more emails from viewers asking us to keep things going. And that's what we're doing tonight. News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky is back on this one. What's the update for us?
Well, Carrie and Rod, I actually just spoke with the DMV moments ago, and they're not taking the blame for these peeling plates. Still, drivers are not staying quiet either. We've received nearly 24 emails from our viewers, and everyone is sharing the same complaints. Chris says it's the same deal with me. My plates were new in 2009, so I don't buy the DMV argument. Betsy says I park in my garage, so I would think that my plates would be in better shape than the others. The plate isn't rusty, it's just the paint. Please don't drop this story. Well, Betsy, we're not dropping the story. We forwarded all of your emails to the DMV, but they don't seem to think there's a problem. A spokesperson told us yesterday there is no data to indicate that plates beginning with the letter E wear out any faster than any other plate. We asked today if they were standing by their statement, and they said yes. Peter M. says obviously the DMV has no idea what they're talking about or just don't want to admit to an error on their part. The DMV says these blue and white plates aren't defective, they're just old. They were issued in 2001 and like everything else, they wear out. Still, viewer Jack counters back, my plates are 13 years old and still look fine, while my neighbors have had their plates for 4 years and can't be read. Now, we have filed a request under the Freedom of Information Law to get the DMV documents related to these peeling license plates.
New information tonight in a News Channel 9 investigation that started out as one of your stories. New York State license plates with peeling paint.
Now, an expert is weighing in tonight on what he thinks is causing the blue and white plates beginning with the letter E to deteriorate. News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky is in the newsroom now with what he had to tell us. Rachel?
Carrie and Rod, you can see the problem on this license plate, paint chipping off right here by the number 9. Now, New York State plates are made of aluminum, and tonight we push ahead in our search for answers by taking some of the problematic plates to an auto refinishing expert who paints aluminum every day. Jeffrey Lyman has been painting aluminum car parts for 30 years. Today we showed him your peeling plates.
The paint is coming off the aluminum surface, and it looks like it's coming off in sheets because the problem is across the plate.
Drivers with peeling plates want to know, is there a defect or a problem with the paint? Lyman says no. He believes there was a manufacturing failure during the application process.
Aluminum is a hard hard product to make paint stick to. It's possible, but it's very, very critical, more so than with steel, that the process is completely done.
Lyman says he uses a 4-step application process. The aluminum needs to be treated, rinsed, and completely dried before the paint is even applied. So in this case, if even one of these steps was omitted, what we're seeing on these plates could be the results.
Exactly. I mean, it's simply not cleaning or not drying the solution off the plate before the paint application. That's all it takes. It's something as simple as that. Something didn't happen that was supposed to happen.
Now the DMV tells me there's no problem, but Lyman says this chipping, bubbling, and peeling is a problem. And he says it's clear it's not the driver's fault. This problem began where this plate was made. The DMV says all of New York's license plates are made in Cayuga County at the Auburn Correctional Facility. There are 4.7 million plates starting with the letter E on the road, and it'll cost you $28 to replace them. So if all of these drivers end up replacing their plates, I did the math. We're looking at nearly $132 million that New York drivers will have to pay the DMV.
Our investigation continues tonight into New York State's peeling blue and white license plates, beginning with the letter E.
And for the first time, the state DMV is telling News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky it is now investigating. Rachel, what are they saying?
Carrie and Rod, the DMV is backing off its initial statement that the plates were just old, and they are now confirming that the agency is looking into the problems we've been reporting on for a week.
State lawmakers, though, are starting to weigh in. In a letter to the New York State DMV Commissioner, Senator David Valesky says, "I've received several complaints from constituents that they are required to pay a $28.75 replacement fee for new license plates. I share their concern that they are being made to pay for what could be the result of a defective manufacturing process on the state's part."
And just moments ago, I heard back from Governor Cuomo's office telling me they are working on this.
Our investigation into those peeling license plates is heating up. We have heard from more than 1,000 of you saying the paint is coming off your plates too. We have a map that we've put together from localsyr.com of all the people who've checked in with us saying it's happening to us. Every single one of these dots represents a person whose license plate is peeling, and with each one we have recorded that the plate begins with a certain letter. In most cases it's the letter E. This plate issued in 2008. This person up in Camden saying they also have a plate that's peeling beginning with E, issued in 2012. All of these, and if you have a peeling plate, go to localsyr.com, let us know, and then your information will be part of what we've gathered.
The governor tonight is weighing in into our Your Stories investigation into peeling license plates.
This after more than 1,000 Central New Yorkers told us the paint was coming off their license plates. News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky joins us with what the governor is now saying.
Carrie and Rod, late this afternoon we learned that the governor has directed the DMV to replace all peeling license plates, blue and white style, produced before 2010, free of charge, or refund those drivers who already paid to have their plates replaced.
We are finally hearing from the Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner today, admitting that there was a defect in a batch of New York State blue and white license plates.
This after a News Channel 9 Your Stories investigation prompted the governor to overrule DMV and replace your peeling plates for free. News Channel 9's Rachel Polansky, who's been on top of this from the beginning, was at the DMV today to see if people are taking advantage of the offer.
Oh, over here it's bubbling and peeling, and it looks like it's doing the same. In the back, it's a lot worse.
David Thomas is just one of dozens of Central New Yorkers walking in and out of the DMV to exchange their peeling plates.
I seen that on the news, and I said, gee, here's an opportunity to get this done free of charge.
Well, people say exchanging their plates was a pretty quick process. All you had to do was show your peeling plates, fill out some paperwork, and the DMV gave you a brand new set. Keep in mind, though, these plates are the gold and blue kind, and you will get new numbers.
Awesome. Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait. Have brand new plates and just feel a lot safer.
Susan Grobesmith says she got her plates in 2008. A year later, they started peeling. She called the DMV then, and they told her it would cost her $28.
For the state to tell me that I had to pay for these plates, come on now. You could tell there was a defect after a while. And I noticed other plates. Like, you start to look, you know, why isn't their plate doing it? And again, it was always the letter E.
But today, DMV Commissioner Barbara Fiala admits there was a defect in a batch of blue and white license plates produced before 2010. And a spokesperson tells us the peeling was not only happening to plates beginning with the letter E. Other plates were peeling too. As far as how many plates are impacted, the DMV believes it's limited to one batch, but they don't know for sure. Commissioner Fiala says she wants to make it easy for customers to exchange peeling plates, and she apologizes for any inconvenience the defect has caused New Yorkers.
I feel so much better driving. I feel so much safer now.
A DMV spokesperson tells me they still don't know what caused these plates to peel, but they are working with the manufacturer and the Department of Corrections to find out, and that investigation is ongoing. We followed this story every step of the way. Replacements are now free, but for those people who already paid $28 to exchange plates before our investigation began, they had to fill out a form and send it to Albany to get their refunds. This week, several viewers tell us their checks have arrived.
I felt vindicated. It was more the principle than the money. $28.75 wasn't going to make or break me, but it was the principle behind not having to pay for something when the state had made the mistake to begin with.
Jason Toriano snapped this photo and emailed NewsChannel 9 in August. He said his license plates were peeling so badly, the numbers were unreadable. Toriano didn't want to risk getting a ticket, so he filled out the paperwork and paid the fee. But he didn't do it quietly.
That's when I reached out to you. And I think having the media put some pressure on the DMV really helped. I was just a guy at a counter that was a bit annoyed. But by having the investigation and being able to see that it's not just seemingly one disgruntled person who doesn't want to pay the $28, it's a lot of people around the community and probably even more people around the state.
The DMV initially said the plates were just old, but more than 1,000 Central New Yorkers, along with experts, said there was a defect. We took the peeling plates to an auto refinisher and a chemist, both confirming there is a defect in either the manufacturing or the materials used to make the plates. And finally, because our viewers spoke out, 1 week into our investigation, Governor Cuomo's office responded, telling NewsChannel 9 exclusively that there was in fact a defect during the production process for a batch of blue and white plates produced before 2010. And the DMV would allow drivers to exchange them free of charge.
Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait. Have brand new plates and just feel a lot safer.
It was easy. They just exchanged them. I didn't have to pay for them, and I got new ones.
There was mounting evidence that you took to the DMV to illustrate that it wasn't just me. And I really do think that made all the difference.
Moving forward, the DMV tells NewsChannel 9 they still don't know what caused these plates to peel, but they are working with the manufacturer and the Department of Corrections to find out. And that investigation is ongoing. If you do replace your plates, you will be issued new blue and gold ones with a new number and registration. Reporting for NewsChannel 9, I'm Rachel Polansky.